I was shit scared when I started. A lot of people won't understand. Whatever we did with an intent. Instagram never used to work the way it's working now. LinkedIn never used to work the way it's working now. I think it's very easy to copy. It's just how better you copy. Instagram has become like a distribution channel. People are just selling.
Will chasing trends kill brand at some point?
I personally don't tend to follow the trend. Trend will get bored very easily.
So if you were to start again today, what different you would have done? Hi guys, welcome to this new episode of Decoded by Prakhar. And today we have a very special guest with us, Mr. Nikunj, the founder of Rioo Marketing Agency. So in this episode, he will tell you how to start your agency and how you can go better about it. So there are hundreds of marketing agencies that exist right now. What really how do you make an irreplaceable agency? To put it better.
I agree to this point that I know that there are hundreds of marketing agency. I think there are hundreds of opening every day. Uh, the the term irreplaceable is where it comes from, how dependent the client is on you. Like either the production that you give cannot be matched, and that's a very tough thing to crack. For a lot of agencies right now as well, bigger agencies are not able to crack the kind of production that requires uh to then like the distribution that you create, the IP that you create. For an example, Rio, why Rio cannot be irreplaceable is because we are so adaptive with the kind of new things that are coming. Suppose, for an example, AI. How we are integrating our workflows, how we're integrating the new challenges of creating AI-led content, how easily we are adaptable to add that uh, in our services, in our portfolio. So these things, I would say for me, for Rio, irreplaceable. We are irreplaceable because how fast we adapt things with the growing competition, with the growing technicalities, with the growing AI knowledge, AI, I mean, experiences. So I think marketing agencies can be started very easily. uh, what I've seen is there is no, like, tough way to start. There's not much investment needed. We also started with, I think, not more than 5,000 investment 3 years ago. So yeah, completely bootstrap, completely in the like initial year where we didn't even know that, where exactly do we even put money
Yeah.
to invest. I'm like, yeah, we have our knowledge, we have our clients, we have the kind of network that we want to tap into. Let's just start. So I feel to start marketing agency, it's kind of easy, but it's the consistency that you need to put in. It's the kind of things that are required to connect the dots in not being irreplaceable out there.
Fair, I do get your point. But again, like you were talking about IPs, let's double down on it.
Mm-hmm.
How do you create an IP? Okay, so for say right now I'm doing a podcast,
Mm-hmm.
and there's Shantanu also doing from Bombay Shaving Company. He
Mm-hmm.
has a very interesting format.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, he has so he called the founder of Goat Life called Yash Kalra,
Mm-hmm.
and then he was he had some other person with him, and they were telling him what he can do to make it better, or what upgrades can he do, and something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So what and how can it work better according to you? Like what sort of an IP you're talking about?
So IPs such as, for an example, AI avatars that you only can create. How fast other agencies can adapt to make such things. You're creating media channels under your own umbrella, where you're leveraging those media channels to for the clients that are coming to you. For example, if there's a pharma brand that's coming to you, but you already have an IB or a media channel built on that particular uh, uh, umbrella of yours in terms of uh, if you want to run any particular campaign. So it's very easy and compared to any other agency, it's very easy and convenient for me to leverage that particular IP to integrate that with my client. So creating different media channels, creating different workflows for them, creating different identities on an, so as Rio, how we kind of uh, you know have a good retention of with our IPs and everything is because we're very strategy driven. We're very we're not so heavy on focusing more on the production. That's definitely one of our biggest USP, because we are very in, I would say, in local Bangalore, and I would say compared to a lot of bigger agencies, how we've started, we are at par with the production that we cater to. So with that, it's a blend of whole strategy mix that we really, if any kind of a client comes, we research a lot. We research about each and everything of the particular market. We don't just like, so we have a particular niche. We don't cater to all the clients. We cater to a client which we think that the market is going good. So because we don't associate with the client that we just want to start off with. We associate with the client that if that
Vision
particular,
should match.
yes, if that particular client is growing is where we'll grow. So if I am not adding any value, or I'm just, giving him the burden to put money on me and for the kind of content that you're making, that won't make any sense. I have to understand where the market is going. I have to understand if, for an example, the market is only not growing
You cannot
and
get
he's ready to spend as well. Why do I even cater to? Because end of the day, he'll be asking me that why am I not getting the sales that I want?
yeah.
Why is my
Why is it a
thing not
straight line?
working? Yeah, exactly. So that is the way we work.
Okay. So you were just talking about AI ke avatars and all of that. And I personally, okay, let's get in from you only. So do you believe all these things like AI, this Hagen, and maybe making scripts from Hagen, from Claude, putting it to Hagen? So the whole process of content creation, which earlier used to involve first put a ring light, then you get a good mic, that whole thing has been eliminated.
Hmm.
Do you believe it's for good, or like people are not liking the AI stuff?
See, it's not good or bad. It's a different segment altogether. There will be
Fair, but again, like, so Asian person is competing with someone who's still out there putting original content. No Asian can ever make a rebel kid again.
mm-hmm.
I think you would agree with this.
Exactly. Yeah.
And like, no Claude could give scripts as good as maybe you can say any normal content creator. You would take off Nitin Joshi or
Mm-hmm.
anyone like who is creating in this infotainment wala field, or no creator can like okay, I'll put it in a funny way. So if you would have seen video from Shantanu that he was shaving his legs on camera
Mm-hmm.
just to show his razor, no Claude, no Hagen, no one can ever think of this thing. But on the other side, if you want to go to this infotainment news reading wala part, that's very easy to replace anyone right now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So how will you go about it?
So yeah, exactly. My point is, we will still have a differentiation on how the AI content works and how a particular person is thinking. So if I know that, for example, Tanmay Bhatt thinks the way I of course won't accept the same way Tanmay Bhatt thinks, and the Claude, and Claude gives me the same ideas and execution that I would want. It's a differentiation, is what I'm saying. Some clients cater to the kind of content which Claude gives, so it's easier for us to increase the workflow. It's easier for us to increase the output that how we want. It's just it is something that, of course, at one point of time, it will look cluttered, where everyone is doing the same thing. But I would say it's how you execute also. I'm not saying just use that and implement it. Use it for your internal workflows. Use it for your internal ideas. You use it for tweaking it. Use it for the base level foundation, not for something that you need to be rely on dependent on just one thing. So there is gonna be a good differentiation where people will like, okay, this is an AI content. This is, and you can already see that how people are seeing, how people are getting to know that there's an AI content that
Yeah.
they don't relate or they don't like that much. So I think there is gonna be that particular
So the
market.
original one is always going to be on top.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Acha, I just wanted to ask about this thing. So, insight versus execution.
Hmm.
Which side is Rio towards? Like, Rio is way more like insightful, or you guys see any new thing and just go on executing it?
As I mentioned earlier, I think we started off with more on the execution part. I'm not going to lie on that. We were focusing more on the execution because we started off as a video production house. So execution was our main thing. But moving on is where we realized, and how we also work right now, as I mentioned earlier, is insight is the main thing. Insight is where we know that once we get the insights that are particularly meant for any client or any market, we know how the execution are always going to be. So we have an execution set, but insights kind of, you know, um, changes. Yeah, it kind of depends on the kind of things that we're trying to do. So yeah, I would say it's insight driven.
Okay. And another thing that I was thinking, so while you were talking about all this, and I've given an example of Bombay Shaving Company quite a few times in this episode. So I just wanted to ask, like, he's never hopping onto trends,
Hmm.
or usually D2C brands, what they do, they will just come, they will do whatever, like if Kacha Badam is happening, they will just try to incorporate their product in some way or the other over there.
Mhm.
But what do you think? Will chasing trends kill brand at some point, or will it help them? Like, it's said no brand can't be built on ads just the same way. What do you believe in?
I personally don't tend to follow the trends. I would say because, as I mentioned, we have a particular niche. So um, following trends is more like it is something that is like a FOMO. It's like you're just like see अगर तुक्के पे लग गया तो मिल जाएगा अपने को. It's not something that you're creatively adding any value to the kind of content that you're making. So if you're going with the trends, I would say it's not bad. It is something that I would personally not rely or relate to, is because I feel then that particular trend will get bored very easily if everyone starts doing it.
And you cannot keep up
So
with the
yeah,
trend.
end of the day, if you only are doing you're contradicting your own thing that everyone is doing and are doing the same thing. So that's not a trend. That's something that you're just leveraging on their particular idea to see if you are also going to that angle or not. So so trend also differs on different angles. So something that you had mentioned now, it's something that I would say that I avoid pitching this to my clients, is because then it is, of course, you'll see sometimes of somewhere you'll see a growth, somewhere you won't see a growth, but then you get dependent on just one particular ideas, one particular segment, one particular thing where you're following trends very on and off.
When you're like, yeah, fair enough. So you believe storytelling is a very big part of a brand? If I'm
Yeah.
not wrong, if I have to put it.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. I would say storytelling has been here since ages. It is just in different formats. So it is never gonna die, even though if we see a major rise in AI or anything like that.
So I come from a business family and I have seen this since childhood. So my dad is the best salesman according to me.
Mhm.
And the biggest reason around it is because he knows how to make stories. And all the best people that I've met who are good in sales,
Mhm.
like all the best entrepreneurs, sorry, they all are fantastic at one thing, and that is storytelling in common, like what I have found.
Okay.
And a lot of people say, like, not that's not my hypothesis or something. But yeah, so do you believe like storytelling will help you in businesses like agency also, or is it just stuck to product?
I feel storytelling is almost everywhere. Storytelling starts with product, starts with service, start with founder, start with idea. So there is some story behind whatever you're doing. Uh, there is some story of you doing podcast, of course. It is just how you actually execute the way you want to tell. So I believe that storytelling kind of creates that suspense, creates that kind of idea, and revolves around your particular, output that you're trying to make it out there. So, yeah. So storytelling is definitely one of the main thing in any business, I would say.
Where like you open LinkedIn, there would be hundred of like people who would be like just good at storytelling. Because I've seen people my age, they will go blabber whatever they have seen on Claude,
Mhm.
and they will start saying the most random things on LinkedIn, which they are
Exactly.
yet to experience.
Exactly.
Like a 21-year-old cannot have that much wisdom as of a 40-year-old. So leave LinkedIn for them, and we can enjoy reading also.
Exactly. So yeah, that's what I agree to that point. Is it's not that you have to uh start off with the storytelling. You need to understand how stories work. You need to understand how people talk, and you need to understand how people try to relate to things. If I'm just going to ChatGPT, Claude, or anywhere, give me 100 of LinkedIn posts. There'll be easily, like, 100 of LinkedIn posts that I can get from them. But it is just that, you know, it's again not a story. It's again very easy and convenient for you to create 100 posts. That's the only thing.
Agreed. So I just wanted to talk about this thing. I just spoke of LinkedIn. What are the best platforms for what particular thing according to you? Because you have been in this industry for quite a while, and you know कि X पे जो चलेगा वो Reddit पे नहीं चलेगा, जो Reddit पे चलेगा Insta पे नहीं, तो वो YouTube पे.
Yes.
So what's the best platform for what according to you?
For agencies or for anyone?
For anyone who is starting out today, and then tell me for agencies as well.
Depends on the kind of businesses that you're in. Depends
Okay,
on.
let's start. For example, we have a D2C business. So उसको कहाँ पर किस वे में क्या-क्या पोस्ट करना चाहिए?
D2C maybe which particular market?
Okay, let's keep it. Okay, let's make a hypothetical brand. There's a cereal brand that gives you protein and it has zero added fat. Okay, for example. Now, if you are as a marketing agency, I come with you on the day one. Ki I have this product ready with me. Now, what should I do? How will you go about it?
So of course, it's a very, very vast project on that also. Like we differentiate on the kind of audiences, kind of pricing that they have. If they have, for example, they have a premium pricing. So Instagram and LinkedIn, of course, because the premium segment comes from tier one, tier two cities, and from there we can, of course, leverage on LinkedIn on the founder-led content. That's very easy and convenient at this point. But there is a constant shift on a lot of channels. Instagram never used to work the way it's working now. LinkedIn never used to work the way it's working now. It's
I
how.
remember a time like back in 2015 or something.
Hmm.
So obviously we were very young back then, but at that time people say that if you used to even write a LinkedIn post, you used to get a job.
Hmm.
And right now LinkedIn is like the most
Filled
shittiest
with,
place
yeah,
for getting a job.
yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah, go about it. Sorry.
So yeah, depends on again where your particular audience is. If I know that particular audience is very active that you want to tap into, I will leverage Instagram. I will, for an example, Whole Truth Food, really good way of leveraging LinkedIn and
Honestly, if
Instagram
it
for
wasn't for Shashank, no one would have bought those expensive cars.
exactly how well curated and they stick to their branding very from and when you talk about whole fruit food it on multiple levels from the branding of how they do their packaging, how they kind of narrate their story, how Shantanu also kind of narrates their story that
So would you keep like okay, coming back to the food business wali side,
Mhm.
would you keep Food Farmer and Shashank in the same bucket? क्योंकि both of them like see Food Farmer दूसरों brands को खराब करने के बाद like telling what's bad about them and all that. Then he bought his own brand, so that became a very good marketing in itself. He a person who used to criticize so much, if he has bought his own thing, so it's pretty sure that he wouldn't have done those things which he used to criticize. So one way to go about is that, and the other thing that Shashank did, he was selling what's there in his the thing. So what's the best way? Like how can someone go around and start their own thing?
So food farmer and of course Shantanu can be in the same bucket, but uh, food farmer is kind of different with what Shantanu wanted to build. Shantanu wanted to build with an intent of solving the problem. Uh, like he's creating the things which Shashank, sorry, my bad, Shantanu, no, Shashank. So Shashank wanted to of course, with the kind of business that he's built, he's built the solution for the problem. Food farmer lately he started his brand, but he started off with more on what is good for you. He didn't. He of course gave the solution for the problems, but he never created on his own. He's creating it now.
No.
So yeah, intent is both the same, but I'm not. I'm confused whether if they are actually in the same bucket or not.
Fair enough. And do you believe, okay, so now we have been talking about this, founder-led branding is the best way to go right now? Or, okay, first I'm a founder, I'm starting my own D2C brand. Now, should I like go out and post my content? Ki mere se ye galtiyan ho gayi? If you would have heard of Nishu Rama, this is what exactly they did. They made a page called Nishu Journal.
Yeah.
Even that crossed 50K recently.
Mm.
So on that page, they were just posting what all went wrong. Whereas on main page, okay, main page will leave aside, that's what's selling. So one is that idea, and another one, ki I'll just go hire a proper agency. I'll leave content to them. They will come to me. They will tell me we are posting this. That's all. What's the best way?
Uh, of course, it totally depends again. Like, what business are you building? See, to start off with, you can start anywhere, but it is just that what's your intent? What's there's no point, coming in the market and just creating, a mess that you're also doing, I'm also doing, everyone is just doing just for the sake of it. If there is a particular intent, but there is a very, I would say, a lot of people are doing just because of the FOMO. A lot of people are just saying that you've seen like a massive rise in personal branding in 2 years because it's kind of working for a lot of other
A lot of
people.
people, yeah.
But when you also see that that's not working for a lot of other people as well. It's why because they don't know if their market is that way. If they don't know if the product is actually meant.
And are they meant for this type of content or not?
Exactly, exactly. So, I mean, for an example, for Snitch, it worked. That really, the way he showed his journey, he would have started it way earlier, but he started now is because now he wanted to build the kind of. He's also gotten into investing. He's also
Yeah.
gotten into more other
If you want to
verticals.
talk about this more, so maybe there's a guy called Arjun Vaidya
Yeah, I know.
that we see.
Yeah,
So he is putting content out there just to like he has leverage now, and
exactly,
founders are trying to get his time.
exactly, exactly.
So yeah,
Yeah, I've also after Arjun Vaidya, I think I've seen a lot of venture capitalists also coming.
Aditya from Modern
Yes,
Capital.
yes,
He
yes.
to even made this one, what is that, laughter show
Mm-hmm.
where you people are coming and pitching and these people are like laughing also around it.
Mm-hmm.
Then there was a very viral clip also recently
Mm-hmm.
that Bella Vita's founder was sitting over there and some other guy told him, if you are wearing Bella Vita's perfume, then I'll give you whatever you want. And he was not at that time. So
Not aware of that, but yeah. So yeah, I think there is a massive rise on personal branding, but I think that is also a trend which a lot of people are hopping into.
do you think it will die? Die in the sense ki like everyone's coming out. I am starting this new business today. Hi, I am this co-founder, creative director.
I would say not now. It will take time, but it will get smaller.
Okay.
I mean, people are already getting annoyed on Instagram where it's
Every
becoming
5 reels you scroll, there are three
exactly,
people starting to
exactly,
come.
exactly. See, Instagram was meant to
Should
share
buy
memories. Yeah, it was never meant to share business.
yeah.
Now Instagram has become like a distribution channel.
Yeah.
पहले क्या होता था ऑफलाइन में एजेंट्स होते थे you would come for an example I come from a Marwari jewelry business
Okay.
textile business a lot of other people had agents
Huh.
who used to go in the market they still do they used to go in the market sell your products it is just that it's shifted all over to Instagram now I would say I personally see around 2 3 ads in every 5 reels so I feel it's become more like a place where people are just selling. People are just selling for.
But actually, brands are built on Instagram now.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying that people will start losing interest if you also do the same work. Say,
Get something out of the
my overall point here is start your business on Instagram, but start in a way that not everyone is doing the same thing. Have a creative approach, have a different approach altogether. It takes time, but don't start just for the sake of it because end of the day you will get cluttered. You will get stuck. You will get, you will be like, I've built this way. Why am I not moving? Because you never started from the intent of doing something different. You started off with doing an intent of just doing it.
fair.
So
So we were just talking about कि there are hundreds of agencies opening every day. How is it when building when 50 other agencies were already existing while you started only? तो उसके साथ build करना, how was the experience when you knew कि competition बहुत ज़्यादा है and it's a cutthroat kind of a thing? Okay, go about it.
so honestly, if I tell you, I was shit scared when I started. I'm like, मैं बोल तो रहा हूँ कि you research on the market and then start the business, but I did research about the market. That's on the agency side, and I realized that I can make a difference. If I didn't realize that if I cannot make a difference, I wouldn't have started. As soon as I graduated, I came back from Germany. I met two of my friends, who are my partners now. They were pretty much doing well on the marketing side. I was more on the finance. They were more on the marketing. But I always wanted to do something on the marketing. I had a very creative knack that I would say that I know the eye for detailing. That's for any client, for myself, for the work that I want to do so for me, that really helped. I would say I think with the kind of people that I've learned, I've the kind of teachers have made me learn the things that were required for me to kickstart the way I wanted to. Um, Looking at people, learning from a lot of founders, learning from a lot of, I would say, my friends, my teachers, few people who are in the agency who are my competitors. But I did learn from them what they are doing, what they are building, how I can be different from them. So that's how I analyzed it first. Of course, it took me around 2-3 months to kind of research and analyze first the Bangalore market of how what are the kind of companies that are coming in, what are the kind of companies are looking for the kind of growth on the content side of it, what are the gaps that we need to fill, what are the things that I would be personally very good at, or for me to very easily start off with. So I feel that's where a lot of people go wrong, where they just start off because they see the market well. They also, of course, they that is the main thing, but you also should see that what are you also going to add on to it? Are you adding it, or are you just going to be a part of it? That's a different thing. So I felt that I can add on to the market. So then I think we three of us met near my house. There's this place called Cool Corner, which is like my favorite go-to dosa place. So that's where we met after I came back, and I casually just called Anmol, my partner, and Vineet. uh, so they were already doing content. Anmol was shooting for, he was managing few of content for Hardik Pandya, Kunal Pandya, Ishan Kishan, David Parikal. So he was pretty much doing very well on that. And we were back then very close in college. And I thought that I just like, ping him and like ask him that if he wants to do something on this line. And we three met, we analyzed, we thought that okay, fine, let's just start in a way to see, we hold a very different strengths, and let's just see that if three of us can work together. We wanted to start, each of us wanted to start something on the marketing side, but we didn't know that okay, three of us would match the way we wanted to start. So to see that, we gave ourselves 6 months. We took 6 months of our time from our home as well, because we all come from a family business background, and we kind of also need to prove that paisa kama rahe hai ki nahi kama rahe hai. So we took 6 months. We took and we understood that okay, fine, we have few connects. Let's just start off with few connects. I creatively, in the start, took a lot of time to know how different we are with the other agencies. So I was the one who got one designer on board at the initial stage, and made a good identity for Rio that we were different on. So I think that's really worked on the kind of new approach that we wanted to do. That's how we started. Now, if you go through our Instagram, also you go through our website, you go through our production, our design, it's pretty much well thought. I would say that we are working with Vidyarthi Bhavan, one of the legacy brands in Bangalore, in Karnataka, I would say in India as well. So, for us to associate with them, the kind of trust they gave us was very much of a, I would say a
It felt like a
yeah,
responsibility.
exactly. I think that was one of the thing where we felt that we did something right,
Right.
because one of the legacy brands are giving their, mandate to us. So when you see our Instagram page, we made, you know, the kind of designs, the kind of identity, the kind of visual language we wanted to build. A lot of people won't understand, but a lot of people liked it. Yeah, it's very well thought. It's very well curated. You can just have a look at it.
Get it.
So that's how we started. Where we whatever we did, did with an intent. We did where this will make a difference. This is not something that you would find it somewhere else. This is not something that you would find it, easy to do. You know, I think it's very easy to copy. It's just how better you copy. So I feel
So if you were to start again today,
Hmm.
what different you would have done?
Okay, so how different I would have started? I don't think so. I would change any of it. I would say that um, we did the right things that were supposed to. We did few mistakes as well. I think that was supposed to. It's very, of course, it's there are few things that we will start now and not do like, of course, not do the same thing again. But I would say that that was a good
Every learning is important.
yeah, I think that was a good learning curve for us, like the kind of mistakes that we did. the kind of things that we learned, the kind of things that we visioned. So yeah.
Okay, so before we end, tell me quickly, what are the three things according to you that every agency founder should, like the person who's willing to start a new agency, should know before running for the glamour that this industry brings?
I would say understand the distribution, understand how the client wants to, uh, you know, uh, crack the distribution for them. So if you really have a knowledge of cracking a distribution of that particular client, for example, if it's B2B, it's B2C, G2C, how, which channels, what content, what ideas, what strategy, what insights are you bringing in to crack the distribution. So I would say if you really have a knowledge of cracking a distribution, that's one of the things that you need to. That's one of the good things for you to start off with an agency. Second thing, I would say intent of you're not in this industry for just making money or to just make content. Whether your intent is right to whether your intent is right to create any particular change for them. Uh,
Very.
I would say first, of course,
Yeah.
distribution. Second is intent. Third is third. I would say mm, with the new age market that's coming. I would not say that would relate later before, but now I would say with the new age market with Gen Z and Gen Alpha, which is gonna, I would say be many more active on Instagram and LinkedIn and other channels, because these are the people that you
Just
want
put
to
the right
cater to.
content on right.
I would say understand what are they looking at, understand how are they looking at designs, understand how are they looking at visuals, understand what are the things they like, what are the things. I would say if you have a knowledge on that, you will be able to very easily crack it. So yeah.
Great. So guys, I really hope you guys found this video very insightful. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and comment करके जरूर बताना whom should we call as our next guest and किससे आप कुछ नया सीखना चाहोगे.